welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Franz Kitenko. I'm the Vice President of Culinary Operations. This is my second tour of duty. In a matter of speaking, I was in this position years ago. In the past 7, I was with our merchandise department. So I just returned here back in December. It's a real pleasure to be back into the culinary department and be a part of some of the great things that they're doing here. As usual, we have an awful lot of things going on this year, and I just want to take this opportunity to tell you about a few of them. We've added an item that's been in the works for about 5,000 years. It started with the Asians. They mixed ice and flavorings together. The Egyptians got a hold of it, and they took ice and fruit, and they mixed them together. And then in 1500, the Italians perfected gelato. And so we've added gelato to our Italy section, and it's available in the wine shop. I can tell by the applause that you're probably familiar with that already, and it's basically Italian ice cream, and the word itself means frozen, and it's a combination of milk, heavy cream, cane sugar, and all fresh ingredients. We're also adding sorbettos there, which is kind of the fruit and sugar version, also the frozen dessert. And if you go over to Italy, you'll be able to peek into the display kitchen there, and you'll see equipment. We'll be making it right there on site. So we've got mixers, we've got batch freezers, extruders, and a blast freezer, so we can all bring it down to temperature so it's ready to serve. So take some time today and stop by. I did get word that the shop was currently down, non-gelato related, but we should be able to get that back up and running probably by the time that we're done here. Just some of the flavors that we're carrying in the gelato is chocolate, vanilla, hazelnut, tiramisu, cappuccino, mascarpone, and salted caramel, and a sorbetto. Mostly fruit there, but we have a double chocolate, peach mango, raspberry, limoncello, etc. So we're going to have about 18 different flavors, and so we should have a lot of fun with that. If you're over in Festa, there's a building we call Festa, the Festa Tent. It's kind of adjacent to the restaurant, and it's also next to Water Wars. That had a little tiny serving counter in there, and we're converting that over to a Coca-Cola market. And basically it's going to take up about 40% of that structure, and it'll be different stations. You'll be able to go in there and get Coca-Cola and from coolers that are packaged. We'll have fountain drinks, frozen icy. Coca-Cola is starting now with a lot of flavored teas, so we'll have them available, as well as beer and snacks like churros, pretzels, turkey legs, and popcorn. So you may go by today and see a wall up there. That's because there's construction going on behind it, and we expect that to be up and running by May the 1st. 1978, anybody remember 1978? Yeah? What's special about that year? Loch Ness Monster, very good. That means, if we do the math right, this year will be the 35th anniversary of the Loch Ness Monster. Woohoo! That ride continues to be an icon for our park, and actually an icon for the industry. It's a great roller coaster, and we're going to be introducing a limited edition souvenir bottle for Loch Ness Monster. And other than the commemorative value of it, the great thing is that you'll be able to get refills in that bottle for 99 cents all year long versus $1.29 in any other kind of bottle. So be looking for that. That'll be out next Friday as well. And then, if you haven't noticed, this big giant logo right here next to me for Food and Wine. This is a great event. It's Busch Gardens Food and Wine Festival, and this is something that I've been involved in the past several months here, and I have no doubt this is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be a great success. The way this is going to work is it's going to open on May 31st. That's a Friday, and it's going to run for 4 weeks, and it's going to be a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday for those 4 weeks. And we're going to have kiosks throughout the park, and right now we're planning on 12 different kiosks, and these are some of the countries that we already do now, like Scotland, France, Italy, Ireland, but we also have some new countries, things like Belgium, Scandinavia, Canada, Austria, Spain, and Greece. And the idea is that each kiosk will have 2 or 3 entrees as well as a couple of desserts. And they're basically sample size. If you can imagine like a 3 or 4 bite sample. And the idea is that you'll kind of eat your way through the park. You'll try some out and move over. They're going to be representative of the country of origin and very authentic cuisine of those particular countries. Each one is moderately priced, so it's not going to break the bank. Depending on what it is, it'll be like $4 to $6 each. And you'll be able to get your passport, and you'll be able to go from kiosk to kiosk and try these different things, and kind of eat and drink your way around the park. In addition to that, we're going to pair beers with the different food and wine. Not just some of the wine of the country of origin for that particular country, but also some of our own homegrown Virginia wines. We're going to partner with the state of Virginia to really bring a presence of the great wines that we produce in this state too. In Belgium and Oktoberfest, we do have 2 beer sampling stations. They're where you can go up and you can order a flight of beers. So you'll be able to do like a flight of 4 beers, 4 German beers, or 4 Belgian beers. So that should be a lot of fun as well. And in addition, our merchandise folks, they have 3 locations in their retail stores where they're going to be doing wine tastings, and it'll be a little different for food and wine, but they're also going to have them all year round. So these are locations where we've had it in Italy for almost 2 years. That's going to continue. We'll have it in German Gifts and also in Labelle. And that's right in France when you come across the railroad tracks. And if you haven't seen that store yet, pop your head in there. They've redone the section there to make it look like a wine cellar. They did a fantastic job. So there's also a lot of entertainment that's going on with that. There's a variety of shows and events that we're offering. There's a new grape stomping show in Italy that the guests will participate in, and understand it's real grapes, so it's probably kind of a messy show. We also have musicians in France and Germany and Ireland that'll complement the dining experience as you go around the park. And we have a celebrity chef shows around the park. In particular, we have an appearance from Virginia Willis. If you're familiar with her, she'll be here on the first weekend and the third weekend of Food and Wine. And she's going to be demonstrating cooking techniques and different products in Italy on the Italy stage. And then each weekend that she's here, she's also going to do a cooking demonstration in Castle O'Sullivan. And there you'll be able to test some of the different foods that she's producing and preparing. So once we work out all those details, those will be posted on our website, and you'll be able to go on there and make a reservation if you care to participate in that. And all throughout the park, we're going to have culinary demonstrations. These will be things like vegetable carving or master cake decorating. So kind of as you go through the park, there'll be different vignettes that you can stop and kind of enjoy some of the demonstrations there. And then a good way to end up the evening is that we're going to have a Rhine River cruise. There's going to be a string quartet, and there will be desserts and wine on board, and take you through a leisurely ride on the Rhine River. So also look for that. It'll be a great way to end your evening. One last thing I wanted to mention is if anybody needs a car, we're having a contest here for a car. I see a couple hands up here. You know, last year we added Verbolten, and nearly 1 million people rode Verbolten. And on May 18th is the 1-year birthday of Verbolten, and we're going to celebrate that by giving away a Mini Cooper. It's a Mini Cooper Roadster, and as you go through the park, it's actually parked right in front of the Pretzel building right now. And I was down there when it was delivered yesterday and got to sit in it. It's a fun little car, so it's got a lot of features, and it's a convertible. He's already claimed it. The good news, if you're a current pass member, you're already entered into the contest. And if you want to, and if you want to enter more, if you would go to facebook.com/buschgardens, you can also get some more information and enter again there. So there are some things like you have to be a resident of Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, West Virginia, and the District of Columbia. So that's pretty much our general vicinity here, our general region. And of course, you have to be 21 years of age, you have to have a driver's license, proof of insurance, things like that. But It's going to be a great thing. It's in the Verbolten red color, so it's a perfect match down there. So be looking for that. Contest starts tomorrow, so you can go ahead and start entering tomorrow on the Facebook portion of it. And that's it. I'll thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate it. I'm going to hang around down here if you want to say hello, if you have any questions for me. But thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.